Welcome to the Iona College Radio Hour, broadcasting live from New Rochelle, 1460 WVOX.
And some special guests in the room. First, my former chair, Dr. Robert Petrausch, here to my left, as you can visualize the studio right now. Now a Mass Comm professor, internship coordinator as well, and also interim coordinator of academic, civic, and global engagement, Miss Ashley Knox, and she's heading up to study abroad. We got to get rid of that interim tag. I don't like the interim tag there. We could get rid of that.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, first of all, thank you for coming in. A lot of exciting things. If you're a college student, you don't want to be stuck on the campus only, right? You want to expand your boundaries. You want to expand your knowledge, get to know people. And Iona has really a thriving study abroad program. Why don't you tell us about that, Ashley?
Yes, they say that 2/3 of learning happens outside the classroom, and so we encourage students at Iona to really take the opportunity to study abroad with us.
And then, Bob, you've been overseas the last couple of years, and particularly Barcelona, or is it actually Barcelona?
Barcelona.
Is that how you say it, Bob?
Well, it is. It's close to what it is. The Catalonians are fascinating people. And I often said, I think I mentioned to the group today, that the students are the people in Europe vacation in Barcelona. That's their city. And the third part is they're getting a world networking experience. They're getting to network with our own students, but they're also getting to network with students from Europe and students from Spain. And it gives them a tremendous opportunity to be part of that program.
So actually tell us, parents listening out there, maybe their students are considering coming to Iona, and talk about the programs Iona has to offer them.
Yeah, so Iona College, in our Office of Academic, Civic, and Global Engagement, we offer a number of global learning programs, long-term, short-term. When it comes to our long-term programs, we offer 3 major semester-based programs in partnership with St. John's University, where students can study abroad for a semester in Rome, Italy, Paris, France. And then we also have a very unique program. It's a 3-in-1 where students travel to Rome, Paris, and Limerick, Ireland, all in one semester. Students are able to gain course credit that will be applied towards their graduation requirements. And since it's study abroad programming based on semester, students can gain between 15 to 18 credits in one semester abroad, which is fantastic because it doesn't delay a student's graduation degree of completion. They're able to take the same courses that they would take on campus at Iona, but in a different country. And so I highly encourage parents and students to contact us. Our email is studyabroad@iona.edu, and that's studyabroad@iona.edu. So in addition to semester-based programs, we also offer short-term. So short-term programs would be for students that, they do want to have the experience globally, however, they may not want to have that commitment for a full semester. Therefore, we offer spring break programs, which usually take place in March. We actually have 2 programs, faculty-led programs that are leading out, one in Poland and the other in London. And then we also offer our summer programs, and that's what we're here to talk about in terms of our summer program that's in Barcelona, Spain.
Okay, so does a student have to be a juniors, sophomores? Can a freshman apply for this? So what's the status as far as what students qualify for a study abroad?
Right, so in terms of requirements, for semester-based students, we do require students to have a full year at Iona as a freshman, and then they can look towards being able to study abroad after. When it comes to short-term, we encourage students to start as early as freshman year.
Okay, and then to go overseas, obviously you need your passport. And what other items? Give us a little checklist of things, and we'll go into Bob's checklist when he taught overseas in Barcelona. Give us a checklist of things students might need.
Sure, and so in terms of the checklist of items, a passport is a must. You will need that in order to apply for your study abroad application, and also, students need to have a grade point average of a 2.5 or above to be eligible for study abroad. What's nice is that we offer comprehensive insurance, and so students are well taken care of in terms of their health conditions if something was to take place in one of our sponsored countries. In addition to that, students need spending money. Why? So that they could spend money, right? Parents love that. But the spending money is to support them with certain meals. So we do provide meals during our programs, but there are certain times that students need to take care of meals individually. In addition to that, if professors require certain books, they'll need additional money, spending money for that. And then also, we encourage independent travel. And so the idea of making sure that you're saving up and planning ahead of time before taking that step to study abroad is very ideal and something that I highly recommend, because once you're there, we are firm believers of having an international academic experience, but allowing the student to have independent travel and be able to really engage within the culture and just be able to really understand what it means to be culturally competent and have that ability. You'll need also extra money to be able to do that.
Now we're talking with Ashley Knox, the Interim Coordinator of Academic, Civic, and Global Engagement for Study Abroad, and also Dr. Robert Petrausch. Also, you talked about studying abroad. A lot of it, like you said, going out on their own, and really what I like to do when I go to a city or any new city or go overseas is people watch. Talk about that perspective of everything, just kind of walking around the city and really taking in the city in that aspect of study abroad.
And so to people watch, that's an interesting way to say it.
You really take in what they're doing. So as far as the students and everything, what I'm saying is really being part of the city and feeling
Absolutely.
like taking the subway. And this is what, if you come to New York, and New York is, you're not in New York unless you take the subway. If you go to Rome, and you have to go to certain areas of Rome and stuff like that. Not just going to museums and studying in the classroom, but being part.
Right, so cultural immersion at its best, and I feel that when students have that time to travel independently, and then they can also go with friends and with groups, that they start to learn the culture and the cultural norms within that particular country. And usually it takes a student, I usually say, about 2 to 3 weeks to gain, the cultural norms and be able to immerse themselves within that particular country, whether it's overcoming language barrier, being able to comfortably use the transportation system within that particular site. I think it all, that's all the learning experience that comes with being a study abroad student.
Okay, and we're also here with Dr. Robert Petrausch from the Mass Comm Department, and Robert, you're going overseas this summer with Barcelona, and talk about that excursion. And you've also taught. You spent a semester over there teaching
Right.
their students, so you have both ends of the spectrum.
Right. I had an opportunity to teach the University of Catalonian students there, international organization. It was a great opportunity. Actually, they really do love America. It's interesting. It's one of the countries that truly loves America as students.
They like us, but they don't like us. So is that the
No,
kind of thing?
they do. They admire us. Let's put
Okay.
it that way.
Okay.
That would be probably a better word. But they also seem, the students I met seem to like it. I think the interesting part is what we do is we take our course, which is an international mass comm course. And it's a blend of studying world media, world social media, and cultural intelligence. So as Ashley was saying, what we do is we link the media with the cultural intelligence to give them some insight, not only on the European culture, but the Asian culture and other cultures. So they learn world cultures in the course, along with the media connection to those cultures.
And Ashley, what do you think is the most popular? Does everybody want to go to Rome? Is that the kind of thing, Rome or France?
Let's see. Discover the World Europe. The 3-in-1 seems to be most popular, and
I want to do that one. Can I sign up for that one, the 3-in-1?
sure, why not?